right, we can go off the record. You got to make better choices, or else, you know what I always tell people, and it's true. No matter what the price of eggs are, that people are saying that's too outrageous. No matter what, maybe there's not money to build a new school that people need. Maybe there's not money to pay teachers more. But guess what? Government will always find money to put people at the Bear County Jail and put people in prison. And this whole thing where they say it's overcrowded, let me just explain to you. If you have a jail or a prison that can only hold 100 inmates, and they say if they go beyond 100, it's a violation of people's rights and it'd be overcrowded. And guess what? They're going to put 100 more in that jail. Nobody's going to say, oh, we can't put any more in this jail because that's no. So if you want to be one of those people to continue to be in an overcrowded facility, that's 100% your choice. You understand? All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
I agree. Thank you, Judge. May we be
Yes.
excused?
Have a good one.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
6-0 State versus Manuel Herrera. Can I have the parties announced?
Second Galloway from the state.
Tony Hernandez on behalf of Mr. Arena.
And are you Mr. Herrera?
Yes.
Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
I have him.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Herrera, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, if you can have him sign, please. Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Proceed on count one and wait.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand in count one, you're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain agreement with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count one. They're asking your punishment be assessed at 180 days in the Bear County Jail under 1244. There's a $1,000 fine, no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense is at the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State is at the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged in count one, how do you plea?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
State offers states exhibit number one of attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits one and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits one and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. All right, so why should I accept this? Is this 180 days judgment satisfied?
It is not, Your Honor. He has 102 actual days.
Okay, so why should I accept this offer?
Your Honor, he does have very limited adult criminal history. I believe this was his first felony. If I remember correctly, Judge. He's got a few misdemeanors, but that's about it.
All right, so how old are you?
44.
All right, I don't think 180 days is appropriate. And the reason being is because this lady comes out and her car is gone, and where her car used to be is just broken glass. I'm willing to go along with 1244 for for him to be sentenced to Bear County jail time, but I don't think 180 days is appropriate.
Okay.
So,
And just to let you know, he was homeless at the time and he understands that he was unauthorized. He was not authorized to use the vehicle, but
Mhm.
he's not capable of stealing it. He said he doesn't know how to do that kind of thing. It was a
I found
broken
it-
steering column.
I found it in the alley. I should have took it, but I found it in the alley.
And he cooperated with the officers, by the way.
I mean, well, I appreciate him cooperating with the officers, but did he really have a choice? They come upon him and and the vehicle's listed as stolen.
But he does admit that
Yeah.
he didn't have permission to drive the vehicle. He explained to the officers right away what was going
All
on.
right, and so here's the thing, I understand people are homeless, but guess what? If everybody who was homeless decide to take somebody's car without permission, and if everybody who had a vehicle were to come outside their house and where their vehicle was, there was glass,
I was
we'd be
showing
in chaos.
the ticket, and it was in the alley, like I said, and it was across from a church, but we're a better house I was
Mhm.
staying at, but, yeah.
So the house where you were staying at,
It was a abandoned house and it was by his church, right by
Okay.
this alley, and I wish I would put in a granite thing. You don't need. like,
all right, I'll give him a sentence under 1244, but I'm not gonna give him 180 days. So if y'all want to discuss that,
We will do.
okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Have you all reached a new agreement?
We have, Your Honor, that's for 9 months.
All right, and what are you requesting as far as time?
9 months in Bear County.
All right, if you all would like to initial that.
Thank you.
All right, so according to the plea bargaining agreement, then parties agree that punishment is to be assessed at 9 months in the Bear County Jail?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. As previously stated, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
All right, the court will sentence you to $1,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent, give you credit for any time served, sentence you to 9 months in the Bear County Jail on 1244. There's to be restitution if any, and no contact with. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing from either side?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Herrera, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right. We can go off the record. You're gonna have to do better. Being homeless, I understand homelessness. I understand when people are hungry, they don't have enough to eat. But the answer to that can't be to break the law. I mean, in San Antonio, I know other states too, but I know definitely in San Antonio, there are free places. If you have a drug issue, they have free places. If there's a homelessness issue, I know a lot of times people don't want to stay at Haven for Hope because they feel some kind of way about it, or don't want to be at the Salvation Army because they want their own place. Or maybe if you're at the Salvation Army of Haven for Hope, sometimes people say, can't bring my pets, or people steal from me. But that doesn't mean that we descend into chaos. You understand? All right, when you're released from the Bear County Jail, if you have a problem with homelessness, if you have a problem with drug issues or mental health issues, and you can't find a place to go, if you come back here, I'll pick up the phone, call somebody to help, okay?
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes. I'm just quoting my lyrics. Yes. Okay, where's Mac? Hi, oh, hi.